Hey, what's up, everybody? It's time for another wonderful episode of the Bill
Burr
Podcast. There we go.
With both your hosts quarantining.
Because both of them did shows because everybody else is back to work. So why shouldn't we be?
Why shouldn't we? And I will say, because this will be glazed over, I am very happy with the last tour I did. It was a blast. However, Bill Burr, you texted me and you said, can you do Wednesday? I said, why? Yeah, I can do Wednesday. I'm in quarantine. I'm in the hotel room. And you're like, because I'm at Chappelle's house. And I lost my shit. I want to know.
I wasn't at his house. I was doing the Chappelle gig. I like your version better.
Yeah.
I was at a hotel.
I want to know, Bill, I want to know everything beginning to end. This is the one clip that will go viral from our video because this is the most elusive ticket to get in comedy right now. This is the most elusive gig. It has the biggest names in comedy. The who's who: Jon Stewart, David Letterman, Sarah Silverman, Louis C.K., Tony Woods, Donnell Rawlins, Dave Chappelle,
Brian Regan.
And who?
Brian Regan was there the day I got there. Kevin Hart was there one day.
All right. So start it from the very beginning. You get it. When was the first time Chappelle reached out and said, "Hey, are you interested in coming out?"
His people reached out a couple weeks ago, maybe beginning of August, see if I wanted to do it. And then I said, yeah. And then I didn't hear from them. And then I did. And I was like, well, I haven't done my act in 6 months or whatever, 5 months. So I'm not going to go out there ice cold, and bomb in front of Dave. I'm not going to do that to him or to myself. So I did those parking lot shows.
I was wondering, Bill, I was wondering when you said you went out, because I know out of everyone I know in comedy, you're probably one of the more strict with the social distancing, the quarantining, and the masks. When you went out and did shows, I was like, he's getting ready for something. Like, he's not just doing it.
Yeah, you know what's funny is, as far as that quarantine, I ran into this guy when I was in Yellow Springs, and we just, long story what had happened, but we were talking about wearing masks. And, and I was just saying, listen, I just want to get a guy, I don't care who gets elected, I just want somebody who believes in science. And he goes, well, I can show you just as many scientific reports that say wearing a mask is blah, 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 blah. And I wish I had the presence of mind to be like, all right, well, let's play out two scenarios. Let's play out the scenario where I'm wrong. Then we're just a bunch of idiots wearing masks. Let's play out the scenario where you're wrong. So the gamble that you're taking, because he may be right, but it's just like, it seems every time someone goes to a fucking party, there's a bunch of people, nobody's wearing masks, then all of a sudden there's a little outbreak. So I just am so fucking I'm past depression. I'm just mind blown that people would turn a virus into to this level. Because there's always been conspiracy theories. AIDS came from the government. The common cold is curable. They got the cure for baldness. They just want to fucking and I believe in some of those. But and I also believe I definitely believe in that they can cure baldness. Without a fucking doubt, they can do it. Without a fucking doubt, they can do it. But if they do it, then people are fucked. So here's the thing. If you want them to cure baldness, every guy going bald should just shave their fucking head. Then they're like, oh, fuck, they're dealing with it. We got to give them a solution. And I'm telling you, dude, we be coming in like the fucking Bee Gees next year. Big poofed up hair, beards with the medallions.
Oh.
So I just cannot fucking believe. No, I can't say I can't believe because I've done a bunch of ignorant shit too. But I've just really discovered that how, people's world and people's experience is what's going on in the entire solar system. That's how people look at life. And it's really hard, myself included, to get outside your own planet, especially when your head's shaped like one like mine, to get outside of that and be like, okay, maybe there's something bigger going on here. Maybe I don't know. But I am definitely optimistic. I loved that article in the New York Times that Jerry Seinfeld wrote. It's literally what is missing on both sides of the aisle politically. That was leadership. That was positivity. I was sitting up straighter by the time I got done reading it. Fuck, basically fuck this. We've gone through tougher shit like this. We're going to defeat this. I have not heard that anywhere. CNN, Fox, nowhere. It's just, and then they're just blaming at each other. That's going to be a great meme, by the way. They fucking, whatever the fuck you call them, a GIF. That's what is fucking missing. I need leadership. I need shit talk, and I need people to get outside their own heads. Because I just said to the guy, after he said what he said, I said, hey, man, agree to disagree. It was a fucking beautiful day. I was doing one of my favorite things to do on the road, which is laundry. I fucking hate coming home with dirty underwear and socks and cigar-smelling shirts. My favorite fucking thing, dude, I'll go down there, sweatpants, total nature boy. Just sweatpants, no socks. Everything's fucking getting washed. And I had one of those little nubs, the Connecticut wrap. I smoked one of those. I went off the rails this month. Smoked one of those.
Oh, shut up. Hold on. Where are you? Let's get back to this Chappelle story. Because I could talk. I did laundry. I'm in.
Can I tell my laundry story real quick, though?
Yeah, please.
I went in there. So Yellow Springs. Thinking Yogi Bear. Yellow Spring, is like, I guess, super liberal. It's sort of like what Austin thinks they are. All these little fucking white towns that think that they're like perfect. It's like, no, it's just you've dialed down racism, homophobia, and all that type of shit, nationalism, but it all flares up depending on the thing. It was funny too, because I walked through this place the first night and I could tell how liberal it was. I saw all the tie-dyes and then how aggressively they were going out of their way to say hello to my wife.
Oh, did Nia go with you?
Oh yeah, I brought the whole family. Oh,
for real?
Yeah. So, but they were all great. They were all fun, but it was just funny, It's like, hi, hello, person of color. It was hilarious.
Is he bothering you? Is he bothering you? Is he following you around the store?
Yeah. But anyway, so I went.
Okay, hold on. Then I'm going to stop you there. I've been so fascinated by this because what he's doing is so amazing. So I'm going to ask you questions. You don't have to answer anything, but I'm asking you questions that I know everyone's wondering. So you and Kevin Hart.
I have to keep a lot of it a surprise. So
I know. Oh, no. Don't worry. You and Kevin Hart flew private together. Is that what happened?
No.
Ah, damn it. I figured Kevin Hart was like, hey, Bill, I'm going out there. You want to hop on? And you were like, yeah, because I can't see you and the baby getting
Kevin Hart has worked too hard to build his brand to be seen sharing a private jet with Bill Burr. I mean, come on. How long have you been in this business?
There's no way you guys flew coach.
All right. Listen, do you want to hear the funny fucking story? Or you want to get into the fucking logistics of travel?
Okay, that's all I needed to know.
So I'm in this laundromat. And of course, any level of technology, from a fucking laptop to a new operating system to literally getting quarters at a laundromat. It was working, and then all of a sudden it wasn't. And I'm looking around. In typical business today, it's just being run by the people who are fucking using the service. So I saw this older couple, about my age, and then I saw this younger woman, like 20, 21. So the older couple's here, she's over here. So I go, all right. So I went over there and I said, excuse me, do you know if somebody works here? And I swear to God, she just went like, and just walked away. I swear to God. Walked away and then walked over to the older couple. And then the mother goes, what did that man just say to you? Then I realized this is their kid. She goes, he just asked me if I work here, right? And I go, no, I didn't. I said, does somebody work here? And they didn't say anything. This fucking little asshole, it's like you're 21 years old. Like, why are you acting like you're the fucking Queen of England? Why, like, in this liberal-ass town, like, I'm so fucking liberal, like, but then it's like, how dare you suggest that I would stoop to working at a laundromat at 20 years of age? Dude, I swear to God, she just went like, and it didn't say a fucking word. It was so fucking rude. It was so fucking rude. Like, I'm full of shit. I didn't almost say something because she was with the kids, and all of a sudden I'm this creepy guy at the laundromat who said something that not only upset a woman, a white woman, Bert, All I need is one tweet, and then I'm done.
I keep forgetting because I talk to you so much that I start getting it in my bee in my bonnet about white women because all Leanne's friends are older, privileged white women, and I end up saying stuff like that as if I'm married to a black woman, and Leanne will be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Well, I'm not saying that because of Nia.
No, I know, but you also
and I'm not saying I'm not privileged. My bit is that white women walked away from their whiteness and swung their legs over the fence of oppression. And stuck themselves at the front of the fucking line and left us holding the dirty dishwater. It's like, wait a minute. We were Batman and you were Robin. Get the fuck back in the fucking oppress-mobile and take your talking to. You fucking manipulative cunts. That's my shit. That's my beef. And it's not with all of them. Dude, I could go on. I'm like, you know what's pissing me off right now? White women calling other white women Karen. They took the fucking word, and now when you call now if you're a white woman, you call another white woman a Karen. It's you're patting yourself on the back that you're not. It's like no, you guys all have that.
Yeah.
To a certain degree, like every white guy has a little plantation owner in him. It's just part of your life experience, part of the way you're fucking moving around. You show up, you think it's for you, and you assume someone who looks like you is running it.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a little fucking dash of that in them all the way to a Klan meeting. And it's just, and that is the truth. So
yeah.
anyway.
I called a white woman Karen in Cape Cod, and I've never said a sentence that hurt someone quicker, faster, more poignantly. I was riding a bike down the sidewalk, and apparently you're supposed to be on the road, but there's no fucking shoulder on the road. So I'm on the sidewalk, and they're walking, and this woman, as opposed to simply just get out of the way, throws a temper tantrum in the middle of the sidewalk. Like, oh my God. And I just rode right past her, and I go, "Suck it, Karen." And she went, "What the fuck?" And I loved it.
But Bert, that's not our word. That's what I hate about woke and Karen. That's black people's word.
Yeah.
Like woke was what something a black person said when they observed white behavior that was just, I guess, a little bit better than the usual shit. And then you had all these liberal fucking white dudes start going, I'm on the internet, woke signaling.
Yeah.
And they fucking took it.
Hey,
and then I'm watching white women now. They're taking Karen, calling other women Karens. It's like, this isn't like, you're not the judge on this one. But it's a way of wrangling control of this new experience of, wait a minute, I'm being criticized?
So back to Chappelle.
It drives me up the fucking wall because now it's already happened. So I know inevitably I'm going to have to listen to fucking Spike Lee bitch about it, who drives me up the wall. He drives me up the wall with his concern about the images of black people in movies. It's like, dude, have you ever looked at your depiction of an Italian-American males in your fucking movies? Why don't you fix that? Thank God you don't run a fucking studio. Hey, fucking Maria, I got the fucking linguine. Played by a Puerto Rican. I mean, he's doing the exact fucking same thing.
Played by a Puerto Rican.
Yeah, it's just like, no, and that has been my shit. My shit, I used to be conservative, then I was super liberal. Now I'm in the middle. I'm like, no, we're all the fucking same. And it just all depends on who's driving the bus, who's going to get it.
Yeah.
All right, and when it comes to power, nice people are not attracted to power. Nice people don't want to tell people what to do. Psychos like telling people what to do. They are attracted to that light, and they go to that shit. So what ends up happening is nice people work for psychos is what happens, and then psychos stay in power by killing loud, nice people. That's essentially it across the fucking globe. I figured it out with no reading whatsoever.
So you get the invite to go to Chappelle's.
Yes.
And you say, all right, I'm going to do some warm-up spots. You run it by Nia. You're like, I want to bring the family. And she's like, I think it would be great.
Yeah, we were looking to get out of here. We were trying to just, needed to, as much as LA is like this giant suburb, it's still pretty much paved over and there's not a lot of space. And you just kind of needed to see some trees and some grass. So we looked at our options for renting things, and everybody's price gouging, which of course none of them get shit. The fucking hand sanitizer guy gets fucking tarred and feathered at the beginning of this. But fucking assholes with a piece of shit 2-bedroom near an ocean can charge like half a price for a Prius out here near Santa Barbara. It's fucking ridiculous. So that didn't work out. So, they said, you want to come out and do the weekend, the Friday, Saturday? We said, great. And it was Dave's birthday weekend, so we stayed a little bit longer. So, then my wife got involved. So then, once they get involved, it becomes an excursion.
Yeah.
So now we're coming in, we came in on a Wednesday.
First trip of the baby. The baby's what, 4 months?
2.5 months. Yeah, flying with a baby's great. It's when they get a little bit older and they're aware of their eardrums popping, then it becomes a nightmare.
Yeah.
But
so Dave flies you out private, and then
you so want to know if I flew commercial or private. You just did. I felt like you thought I committed a murder. And you just went yeah, so you killed her. And then what did you do with afterwards? Did you watch TV? And you were waiting for me to just be yeah, so I killed her. Dude.
All you see are these pictures of Chappelle greeting everyone out of a private jet with fucking SUVs everywhere. And he's wearing knee-high
Let me ask you this, Bert.
Shoot.
Is the whole world obsessed with this gig, or are you obsessed with it?
I'm obsessed with the gig. I think it's the coolest thing. I think it's the coolest fucking thing in the world. What he's doing and what he's creating, because it's Dave Chappelle's Block Party was such a great out of the box fucking show that was I watched that probably 20 times. But he's bringing out artists of all kind, photographers, chefs, artists. Donnell's living out there, and I'm following Donnell, and it just seems Erykah Badu, Common, Tiffany Haddish. It seems so fucking cool. And a melting pot of
I have to tell you, man, it was the most fun. It felt like a mini comedy festival, and I had so many huge laughs. I've known Kev since he first came on up from Philly. He was 20 years old. Keith Robinson brought him up or something. And he's just one of those guys, man. He's one of the most fun people I've ever been around. He's so fucking silly. And we had a couple of just fucking great, laughing so hard people are looking at us type of shit. We had a couple of those, and it really and then another thing was everybody's phone is locked, and I got to enjoy what stand-up used to be. I can go up here and empty my brain. I can hear all those other comics laughing and use that to push me further. And I can be free up here. Yeah. And it's something that, I'm trying to talk carefully on this, about this, but there's certain people now that I'm watching that helped feed that monster of cancel culture, and now it's out of control, and now they're complaining they weren't one of the Dr. Frankenstein screwing in a couple of those bolts. And I can tell you without a doubt that they are this loud, unbelievably small minority. And this thing is going to fucking nosedive the way disco did, the way hair metal did, the way I always say rollerblades, all of that shit. It's going to fucking nosedive. And then everybody's going to walk away, how everybody acted like they weren't doing coke at Studio 54, even though that place was fucking packed every weekend. Every guy's acting like they didn't put on eyeliner and tease up their hair and go be in a band in the 80s. They're going to walk away it's just funny to me because it's literally gotten to now when I'm seeing female comics talking about cancel culture, and I'm trying to think, it's just I think you're good, because I'm trying to think Michelle Wolf was the one who really got in trouble, but she did the political thing at the fucking White House dinner. So I kind of feel like now the rite of passage is if you do that gig, you're getting death threats and I'm going to do this and all of that shit, which is, I mean, the balls it takes to do that gig. Like, I got nothing but respect for her for taking that gig, because that is a thankless fucking gig.
Yeah.
It's either you kill and get death threats, or you bomb and get death threats.
Yeah.
So anyway.
So you guys get there, you go into the hotel, and then
no. We go there, and you got tested right before you left, and then
LA.
you land, you get tested again. And then
I just read an article. Today.
They had a whole system.
Spending like $100,000 on COVID tests.